very happy to be with you. Today it is February 10th and it is 12 o'clock here in Maui. I hope wherever you are, you're having a wonderful day. Today I'm here to share with you a Reiki circle focused on self-love. Now, Valentine's is coming up, and I've heard from so many people over the years, myself included, that Valentine's can be a very challenging time of year. It can be a confronting time of year if you have lost a loved one, if you're wanting to manifest a loved one and don't have one, if you've had some sort of falling out with a with a romantic partner. It can be just so bringing it all up in our face, especially when there's all these romantic love stuff all around, right? So what can we do about that to not move away from love and not move away from the idea that we're allowed to use this energy of love, right? So if there's all this love in the field and everyone is focused on love, not to shut that off. Because when we shut that off, we're shutting it off for ourselves too. And we're shutting off the opportunity to open our hearts. And we get to choose who we want to open our hearts up to. So we can open our hearts up to, we can open our hearts up to ourselves, to others, to friends, to family. This is an opportunity, right? So that's what we're here today to celebrate and to talk about, is how to bring that love in for ourselves. So I'm going to just take a second here and go over and make sure that I am actually live and see if anyone is here with me. If you are here, go ahead and put your name in. Okay, so we're good. Go ahead and put your name in below and put your intention for our circle. So we already have some intentions that came in from people who weren't able to be here for this Reiki circle. Kim, we're calling you into the circle. Paul, we're calling you in. Gabe, we're calling you in. Amy, we're calling you in. Janny, just in case you're not able to be here, you are here with us as well. And for those of you who are joining right now, you know, it's such an interesting thing to do a Reiki circle online because people are coming in and they're coming out. You know, Facebook Live is people check in and then they check out. But for those of you who are here for the duration, whether you're here on the replay or whether you're here right here live with me right now, I invite you to get yourself in a place where you can really sink in and drop into yourself and be in a place where you're quiet, you're enjoying this moment, okay? So for those of you who do not know Reiki, I'm gonna just give you a little update on what Reiki is and how it works. So I've been working with Reiki for almost 20 years, which is really weird because it makes me feel really old. But Reiki is a heart-centered energy healing. It uses universal life force energy, which is the energy in everything. And it is the energy, I always call it, and if you've been on here before, uh, and the energy of unconditional love. The energy, that healing aspect of unconditional love. That's what we're tapping into with Reiki. Hi, Charles. Thanks for coming. And Amanda, yes, you can do a Reiki circle online because we can do distant healing, which is awesome. So here we are, and I'm glad you're here. So Reiki helps us to release stress in our body so our body will heal itself. So specifically talking about the heart today, we're talking about the heart holding any sort of stress, the heart holding any sort of tension or constriction. And lots of these comes from early trauma in our lives, right? Or, you know, having a mistrust with a partner or with a family member and learning to shut our hearts down. that is stress. That's stress on our body. So, what we can do is be here right now, receive the Reiki, allow the Reiki to this, melt our hearts. And we're melting our hearts so that we can love ourselves more, and we can love each other more. So I'm glad you're here, Wendy. I'm so glad you're here, Margaret. And thank you for your intention, Charles. So I just want to share that, the moments in time where we get angry or upset, or we really feel that the person in front of us is not worthy of love, we're like, that behavior is not okay, and I'm not condoning that behavior. And what we do is we shut down our hearts, right? I don't know how many times I've done that too. It's like, oh. And I've even had these moments with God where I'm like, okay, God, like, you think way too much of me. If you think I'm supposed to open my heart and stay open in this moment, it's like, no. But what I found is, ah, what I found is that we are able to keep our hearts open to ourselves in those moments. So it's not about me closing myself down completely. Maybe I'm not opening and staying open to this person in front of me because it may just not feel safe to do so. But for myself, I can turn that love in and oh, turn the love onto myself and take compassion and care. So that's what I invite us all to do. And being someone who teaches about body love and, body compassion and freedom with food, this is also a very important time and a very good and potent time for us to come together and love on our bodies, our physical bodies. So the parts of you that you don't like, the parts of you that you're upset at that they're not working right, like, I've had a headache for a few days and I'm like, oh, please. Right. And we can even close our hearts down to ourselves, like, "Argh," right? But no, it's like, my head needs even more love. So I'm calling in some love for this head. Let's just make sure there are not any more comments before we move in. Yes, Amanda, this will be up here for you to come back to on my page and watch at any time. Okay, and I'll put a link in there, Amanda, for you for all the ins and outs on Reiki. And if anyone else is interested in learning more about what Reiki does and how it works, I'll put a link on there for all of you. Okay, my friends, so let's go ahead and have yourself sit back or lie down. And if you're ready and if you're willing, go ahead and place one hand on your heart and just feel the weight of your hand on your heart. So, the way that I can share this with you is through being able to share long distance Reiki, which is also similar to being able to share prayers, is how I explain it. So, we're going to be sending out beautiful Reiki light to all of you. So take a moment or two and get yourself situated and take some sweet, loving breaths deep into your heart space. So dropping into the center of your heart, into underneath your breastbone, and feeling that space, feeling that physical space. And allow your breath to focus very intently right at the heart. Very intently right at your heart. Deep inhale and deep exhale. And feel it spread. Feel the energy spread across your heart. And exhale, feel it sink in. So let's focus on that. Inhaling, spreading the energy. through your heart space, and exhale, let it sink in. And a few more breaths just like this. And exhale. And you may feel some warmth, some coolness. You may feel some tension. Stay with your breath like this. You may feel some tension there. That's okay. Breathe into it with love and compassion. So my hands are already starting to pulse, which means the energy is flowing really well with all of you. And feeling into your heart and focusing at your heart, sense or visualize or imagine yourself inside of your heart. Maybe you visualize yourself at a certain age where you needed some love that you didn't receive. That's always a really loving way to connect with self. And see and feel yourself inside the center of your heart. And see a part of yourself that needs more love and compassion. What part of you needs more love and compassion right now? And allow the Reiki and allow your heart to hold you. You could even visualize yourself lying in your heart in a fetal position, all curled up in a ball. And feeling the sweet energy of love and healing, releasing any tension and allowing yourself to fully receive. If there's a part of your body that needs love and care and attention, bring focus there and breathe into it and know that right now I am sending you energy. Stay with it. And we're asking for a clearing for anything that's in the way of you receiving this healing, for it to be released and let go and send off into the nothingness to where it came, so that deep healing can happen, deep love connection with this part of you. It's a part of you that's bringing you pain or upset or frustration. Calling that in and bringing it in deeply. And any frustration or upset that you have and that you receive around this holiday called Valentine's Day, see if you can lift that up and let it go. Literally imagine the Reiki energy pulling it up off of your body and swooshing it away. And now, with love deep in your heart, imagine that above your head, there's a deep downpouring of pink light coming from the sky. It's like a rain shower of pink energy pouring on your body, through your body, down into the earth. Just feel it like rushing down. And it is safe to feel, and it is safe to allow yourself to receive. So a few more breaths here. Go ahead, expanding your heart. Let's breathe a few times together into the heart to close. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And one more. Inhale and exhale. Hmm. And staying where you are right now, turning off Facebook, staying connected to yourself. If that feels so good to you and you're already dropped into yourself, I'm feeling a little lightheaded right now, which means some things are clearing from my head, which is great. And I'm curious to how you are feeling. Did you feel your heart space open? Did you feel a connection to yourself? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know how you are feeling. Hmm. Maybe you're all still dropped in. Hmm. Hmm. I'm feeling the opportunity in each moment to be quiet and find stillness and be with ourselves. And sometimes we really have to carve out time to do that. Sometimes we have to use this opportunity that I'm sharing with you to be able to do that. And, I just want to acknowledge you for being here, whether you're here on the replay or you're here live. I want to just acknowledge you for taking this time for yourself. It's not always an easy thing to do. It's easy to bypass ourselves and it's easy to make excuses. I know because I do that too. So I just want to honor and acknowledge you and wish you a deeper moments of self-love and self-care and peaceful. Star says she loves me, but she got to go. Thanks, Star. And my goodness. Yes. My goodness. Goodness, goodness. All right, my dear friends, I'm sending you so much love. I hopefully this was helpful. My request is if you will send this to someone that you love, will you share it on your feed? Will you share it to your story? Will you get more and more people connected to themselves through this Reiki energy and through the love? I would so appreciate that. Okay, bye now.